angry, afraid, abandoned. An unplanned pregnancy can shatter a young woman's life, leaving her with nothing but questions.
How could this happen to me?
How did I get here?
What do I do now?
What do I want for me, for my child?
I kind of ignored it for 3 months. I was like, I don't need to think about this. And then it just hit me one day. This is real. I can't ignore this. This is going to happen whether I want it to or not.
At Ruth Harbor, young women make changes and turn their lives around. What makes the difference?
Ruth Harbor just opened a lot of doors for me as far as getting a job, meeting people that could help me in different ways, not only financially or helping me raise a baby, but just being there emotionally supporting me throughout the whole thing.
Ruth Harbor is a safe and compassionate Christ-centered home for young women during an unplanned pregnancy. Live-in house parents model a loving Christian family.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this beautiful...
My suggestion.
Providing emotional support and stability to young women.
How do you feel about your future as a family?
Counselors and house parents work with a young woman and her family, assisting them toward personal growth and healthier family relationships.
Has to take responsibility.
Through the help of the counselor there, my husband and I also were able to look at our parenting and figure out what we needed to change and how we could change that. If Ruth Harbor hadn't been an option for us, our family would have probably just been torn apart, just literally torn apart.
I knew that when I had my son that I wanted to parent him the way they were parenting me.
At Ruth Harbor, residents and clients receive quality health care, assistance with continuing education or finding employment, life skills training, Christ-centered professional counseling. Residents and clients learn to make better decisions, budget and get on their feet financially, interact with others and care for themselves, strengthen their self-esteem.
Going to Ruth Harbor, where there were going to be other girls going through the same thing as I was comforting to me, just to know that I wasn't going to be doing it by myself. I was going to learn all these different things and become a woman with these other women.
Ruth Harbor educates residents and clients about their decision to parent or place for adoption.
I know they talked about teaching both adoption and parenting, and I needed that open mind. I didn't want to go into a place where they're like, you're young, you can't raise a child.
I chose to place for adoption. We went through a Christian agency, and we got to look through profiles of families.
A young woman and her child passing through its doors, living lives of positive change. This is the heart of Ruth Harbor.
Ruth Harbor definitely was the cornerstone in it all. There's no way you can go through what us girls go through without, and coming out feeling the way most of us do without God being involved. Like there's just no way.
I know that I am somebody, and I've made the changes that I needed to make in my life. I've gone to school. I have done what I needed to do to be a good mom.
I don't know. I don't try and think negatively, but I know that the path that I was on was not good for anybody involved in my life.
I would probably be living on the streets. I would probably be a drug addict. There's really no doubt in my mind that who I am today is a result of my choice to go to Ruth Harbor.
Ruth Harbor exists because of private funding. Your financial support changes lives.